Today we're going to talk about a really simple game you can play with your kids at home. This is a great game for especially preschool or kindergarten or even into first grade for students, and second graders can have fun with it as well. So it's called Around the Clock. And this game is great for working on comparing numbers, thinking about more than, less than, equal to, greater than, numbers that come before or numbers that come after, or one more or two more, all those great foundational skills we want our kids to have. And all you need is a deck of cards and a table or floor to play on. The name of this game is called the clock game. So Jake is going to demonstrate how to lay the cards out in a clock shape, starting with 12, and then 6, and then 3, and then 9, and then filling in all the remaining numbers on the clock. After every stack has 4 cards, the last remaining 4 cards go in the middle. That's where the kings will be placed. So each number is worth its value. Ace is 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jack is worth 11, and Queen is 12, and 13, the king is in the middle. So you start by choosing the card in the middle first and placing it outside the number where that number would go. So kids will start to think about, where is number 7 on the clock? Now Jake just knows where 7 is. Some kids would actually count around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the next player takes the card where the 7 is, takes the top card, and places it where it goes on the clock. So he chose a 9. So some kids would actually count 1 through 9 again. Some kids would say, oh, I can start at 7 and count on 8, 9. The next player takes the top card where the 9 was placed, and the play continues. So he'll decide where the 5 goes, and then the next player takes the top card, and he just knows that 8 goes between 7 and 9. When he chooses a king, that one goes in the middle, and the play continues by picking the next one off the king stack. You play until all 4 kings are placed, and the last person who places the king is the loser. You can also play this game as a solitaire game to see if you can get through all of the cards and uncover all of the cards. So that was the last king. Whoever places the last king is the loser of the game. Or if you're playing it as solitaire, the object would be to see if you could uncover all of the cards before hitting the last king. And you can see that in this case, there are only 2 cards left. So they can challenge themselves to see how few they can get every time. One of the best ways to build that foundation with your child in mathematics is to really encourage that math talk. So as they're placing numbers down on the clock, ask them to think about where that number is going to go before they place it there, and ask them what their strategy is, and how did you know that was the right answer, and how did you know to put the number there. Get them to really talk about that. I knew that 7 was 2 more than 5, or I knew that 3 was 2 less than 5. So they can use the numbers there to help them determine where other numbers go. It really helps with counting and thinking about more than and less than and greater than and counting on and all those other great skills that are foundational for addition and subtraction. So see you next time, and thanks for stopping by.